All right, we're going live right now.
All right. So we are live in Sioux Falls at Love's Truck Top off of I-90. We're anxiously awaiting the Freedom Convoy. And I'll turn around. This is their little hot food area. There's everybody lining up. There's quite a few people still in their cars because it's about 20 degrees here. It's a little bit nipply. But they should be rounding the curve here in just a little bit. They picked up a police escort. So once we start seeing red and blues, they'll be very, very close. When I checked one of the guys' live stream, they were less than 20 miles out of Sioux Falls. So.
Awesome. Do you know whose live stream that was?
His name on Facebook is Politically Nuts.
Okay, Politically Nuts. All right. And then so you said they picked up a police escort. Is that something that's been kind of happening when they get close to a lot of destinations, or?
Yep. So South Dakota is a big red state. So they've arranged it all the way down to have a police escort in and out of Sioux Falls, simply because of the length of the convoy.
Yep.
But where that bus is coming down is right where they'll be coming off.
And I think earlier you said that they were about 5 miles long so far, but they might have picked up a few more trucks at 2 other locations.
Yep. That is cop lights. So yep, we're about 2.5, 3 miles away.
Perfect.
So the mile marker 375.
Yeah, it's so nice seeing the support of South Dakota and their police department, especially when you have what happened in Illinois. You know, when they flat out said, if you slow our traffic down, we're gonna arrest you guys or give you tickets and fines and all that.
Right. I don't know if you can see it on your end, but right where those lighter red lights are, there's some yellow flashing red lights or yellow lights. That is them getting ready to wrap. That's the cop getting ready to escort them into Sioux Falls. Somebody that is parked by us said they're at mile marker 375. I don't know what mile marker we're at.
Okay.
Oh, they said they were closer. Oh, okay. Okay. About 20 miles, less than 20 miles out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can see people are starting to get out of their cars now. Looks like a few more people walking around, and
we got little ones ready to do the trucker pump and to get them horns just to blow in. And
it looks like you've picked up a few more cars there since last time we talked.
We have. They've just slowly been steadily coming in. With the lights you see here are our pilot lights, getting ready to head out and meet them since they're not too far away. They have a pretty good setup here at Love's. I highly recommend, if you're in the Sioux Falls area, stop by. They are very trucker friendly. These ladies are amazing here. And yeah, the Love's employees are working 20+ hour shifts. The one manager my friend and I talked to after he leaves here tomorrow is headed to Oakdale, and we'll work at the Love's there and meet up with them there.
Oh, that's funny. So do you know are they like a small franchise kind of deal that's just kind of grown like a family business, or are they like a corporation setup?
They're a corporation. Love's has been in Sioux Falls for over 20 years, well over 20 years.
Okay.
I grew up in the area, and they've been up here my whole life. So
nice.
I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's 2 vehicles stopped right there in the middle of the interstate.
Yep.
With their headlights off, getting ready to, I want to say one's probably a cop, if not 2. Pilot cars are leaving. One's got the big old South Dakota flag. We got Don't Tread on Me. We have Appeal to Heaven. We got Fuck Joe Biden. Trump 2024. No more bullshit. and it's perfect because these little girls are the generation they're driving for. So
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed that a lot of the truckers have been saying, you know, is one of their biggest drivers is the children. They don't want them to
Yep.
have to grow up in this kind of situation that we're in right now.
Right. And these girls totally know what they're driving for. What'd you say, Addison?
Freedom against COVID-19.
Yeah. So yeah, they're
Yeah, I don't know.
aware. My little nephew is well aware. When all this started a few years back, before Trump was even elected, I would always call my mom a conspiracy theorist, or her and my brother would get together and start talking, and I'd say, "Oh, all right, I gotta go. I ain't got my shit kickers on." And here, less than 5 years later, here I am standing in the bed of a truck waiting on a freedom convoy.
Yep. Yeah. Now I think you meant before Biden got elected.
Well, this started well before Trump got elected.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean,
back
you know,
in
I
the
think
Obama
our last good president before Trump was Reagan, and you know,
yeah.
I
And that
mean,
was
even
6 years ago.
yeah, that was a long time ago, and even you know we had Bush for a while, and he was a Republican, but I'm pretty sure he's just basically a Democrat in disguise, you know.
Right. And yeah, I was born in the middle of Reagan. So yeah, I was born in the winter of '86, and Reagan was president. And nice and decent.
Yeah.
A decent time.
So the wind let up a little bit, or is it still?
The wind did let up a little bit.
Yep.
It's not blowing near as hard. Our flags are still moving pretty good, but yeah, that's to be expected. We got truckers just honking at us. We got some coming down the off ramp. So yeah, we're getting excited. Sioux Falls is definitely ready for them to get here.
So do you know if the convoys are if all of them are using the escort vehicles, or is that just something that this one is doing?
This one is stopping in Sioux Falls only because Sioux Falls is the center point to meet up with I-94 south.
Yep.
Tomorrow. They are.
Yeah, no, sorry. You probably
I-94
can't hear me from the noise and stuff, but no, the escort vehicles, you know, we were talking about that earlier.
Yep.
Is this something that just this convoy is using, or are all the convoys using the escort
convoys
vehicles?
are, for the most part, most of theirs are police escorted.
Okay.
Coming into cities. I know Oklahoma City. They stop. The Oklahoma State troopers are the ones that escorted them in and out. Oklahoma is a red state as well. I can't say what I want to say, but yeah, they're very welcome in most of the states.
Just try to keep in mind, you know, we have kids or people, you know, parents with kids nearby. I mean, they're probably in bed now, but you never know when they're going to watch this, you know, so.
Right. And my brother is a veteran, has served 3 deployments. His last one, he came home under the Biden administration, or right before the Biden administration. Actually, no, it was after, because he almost had his deployment extended because of Afghanistan, where we lost 13.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for make sure you tell him we say thank you for his service.
He says no, thank you. He does it for the kids. He's got 2 little ones of his own, and my other brother has 3, so he does it for the kids. He just re-upped for another 6 years. We're at 14 years now, so we'll hit 20-year mark.
So does he plan on going until he retires, hopefully, or?
Yeah, he's gonna retire after 20 years.
Yep.
So he signed up in 2008.
So he's got just a little bit left to go.
Yep, 6 more years.
Yep.
So. We got someone literally walking across I-90 with a flag. Him and his wife. No, he's getting up. So this one's literally pulling up to the fence over a snowbank. The little bit of snow that we have here. East River, we don't have near as much snow as West River does. We were supposed to get a nasty storm Wednesday, but that sucker completely bypassed us. I'm not sure where they are, honey. They should be getting ready to round that corner, though.
Yeah, it's crazy how, it seems like the local media's, even Fox, Fox has, generally been considered Republican backed, but even they're reporting these convoys as, small or fizzling out. And the whole fizzling out thing is there was one convoy that disappeared. They started off in California, made it to what was it, Las Vegas, and only had 6 trucks. But that's the only one that I've heard of that has actually failed. The rest are growing.
This one actually got stuck in Billings, Montana. They hit a nasty snowstorm there, so the other half of this one, because it was over 10 miles long.
Yep.
Is chilling in Billings. This group hit some bad fog this morning.
Some bad fog.
And we just got informed that there is media here, so I'm not quite sure where they're chilling at, but somewhere around here.
Yeah, they usually
probably K-Meg or Kelloland getting ready to broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it'd be nice to see some positive, light on this. And it seems like smaller towns are running it with their local broadcasts, but some, most bigger cities are just ignoring it, pretending like it doesn't exist,
So this is who we've been following all evening. Ooh, got weird. We've been following Politically Nuts. He's been live streaming for well over 6 hours now. Is
he only on Facebook, or is he on YouTube as well?
I believe he is only on Facebook for right now. This is the actual trailer he is hauling. He purchased it 2 weeks ago. There they are.
Oh, that's funny. I like it.
I'm not sure if you can see, but I just watched some red and blues round the corner, which is awesome because we've been here for 2.5 hours now.
Yeah, you guys, I was surprised that you drove from Iowa all the way out there,
And my best friend and her husband are going to go hit the Sioux City that's driving across I-80 on Saturday. Through Council Bluffs, Sioux City, towards DC. So we're excited. I would go to that one, but I have to work on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think my job would so much as like it.
Well, and see, so this convoy is running later than the other convoy. And from my understanding, they're reasoning for it, because a lot of people are complaining about it, that it's not going to get to DC with the other trucks. But what people aren't understanding is the organizers of this one specifically, posted the dates and the times ahead of time so people could get the time off of work. so that they could join.
Right.
Whereas the other one was, we're going to start around this day, we're going to leave, and we're going to go. And we'll tell you 24 hours beforehand where you need to go to.
And Trucker G was, I follow him as well. Him and his wife truck full-time for a living.
Yep.
Those truck drivers, they were part of the original 30 that started the Peoples Convoy.
Yep.
Peoples Convoy out of Colorado or California. And so they were able to let their business, they started planning this right at the beginning of Canada's. So they had a little bit more time to plan versus the Freedom Convoy, which was just kind of thrown together and everybody saying, hey, no, we're doing this. This is what it's going to be important to do for our future generations.
Yeah.
A lot of people were asking, can we get one going too?
Yep.
Can we join yours? So it became a national thing, not just
Well, just think of the logistics to try and get all these trucks to meet at certain points, on time.
Right.
And have to account for weather and everything,
Right. And like South Dakota, I can say we've had a very mild winter. I was born and raised just across the border in Iowa. And this is the least amount of snow I've ever seen in my 36 years.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind though. So they're a little bit farther south than I am. I'm in central Minnesota, but we just had what did we get, 24 inches last week, and it's already down to almost nothing.
Yeah.
But we're expected.
I don't know if you can see in the ditch, but we have nothing.
Yeah. You got green grass growing.
Pretty much. I know the other day at home, I seen a couple buds on my tree, and I'm like, oh, it's a little too early for that.
Oh, my wife, she was on break at work the other day, and she said she saw a bee out crawling around. Wasn't flying, but he was awake. They're coming out of, don't know if you call it hibernation, but bees tend to stay in their hive during the wintertime,
Right. So they're just getting ready to pass I-29 East. So they're less than 3 miles.
Okay.
They're just passing Marion Road.
Awesome.
So there are probably 6, 7 exits. If
So they're
that.
getting close.
Very close. I know the blue tent just took and hauled in several hot roasters full of hot beef and pork for sandwiches, so that way they have hot food when they get here.
That's awesome. And I imagine that was probably all donated and everything.
Yep. 100% of it was donated by Smithfield, which is a big pork plant here in Sioux Falls. They donated all the pork.
Oh, that's awesome.
Back by this truck wash, that whole area all the way that way has been completely blocked off on the other side of the gas pumps for them to park for the night. And they're getting ready to, if they're not already where they need to be parked for the night, which a lot of these guys have been parked since 6.
Yep.
Simply because it's such a rural area.
Yeah, so Zach on YouTube here, he said, "Welcome to the life of a truck driver, always dealing with the weather." And that's kind of how it is too, that's their job is very dependent on what the weather is.
Yep.
A little bit of snow delays them. Well, I mean, if you're an owner operator especially, that definitely hits the wallet,
Right. More people have gotten out of their vehicles and are just patiently waiting.
I don't think they're patiently waiting.
No.
I think everyone's
some of
pretty
these guys have been
impatient
here
and anxious.
Yeah, they've been here all afternoon, waiting for them to get here. So they are definitely ready for them to be here. Scentsy blankets. Scentsy blankets are warm. And what's the temp?
29.
29 feels like 18. Just a tad bit chilly.
Yeah, it's well, and it's not, it's like what we say up here in the north, it's if it weren't for the wind, it'd be just fine.
Yeah, if the wind would just die down, we'd be all right.
Yeah, 29 degrees, about 2 weeks ago. For us, that was a huge improvement because it was, minus 10, minus 15. So do they have a lot of people to prepare the food for them, or,
I want to say there's probably about 50 volunteers here that have prepared food.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. They've been hanging out inside. There's some outside giving all of us hot cider and Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, so
Girl was out there earlier.
quick little story about the Girl Scout cookies. They're actually having issues at the people who bake it, the supplier for Girl Scout cookies, and they can't get the ingredients. And so my brother, his daughter, is in Girl Scouts and is selling cookies, and they ordered 60 some cases of cookies, and they got 6 because there just aren't any.
Yep. So they're just passing 29. So they're about a mile and a half.
Perfect.
So. And we've even had trucks driving straight west on the bypass honking at us and everything tonight.
Yeah, well, I imagine they're following it. Not everybody can get the time off work or have that ability in their pocketbook to have that cushion to be able to do this.
Yep. And I know I work for a large corporation. I work for Walmart. And I know some of our drivers have actually said that they were going to join. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was told that some of our drivers were gonna drop their trailers and go.
Yeah. Do you know? So are they owner operators that run those, or are they like corporate?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a lot of booster drivers out of Lamar's. There they are right there.
Oh, they're coming.
So all those headlights round in the corner.
You can just barely see them on the video.
Loves picking up trash.
Well, hopefully everybody helps pick it, pitches in on picking up the trash,
Yeah.
We want to leave it cleaner than we got there.
Everybody's kept it pretty clean here. I know there was a little girl earlier picking up cigarette butts. She didn't have to. Her mom says, "That's gross." She goes, "No, but I want to." And she's probably, I don't know, 6 or 7.
Hold on one second. So Mary asked on YouTube here, she said, "Is this the convoy that includes Montana?" Yes, this is the one that comes through Montana. This one is the one that's coming all the way from Washington. And it's coming all the way across. And they're going to meet up in Wisconsin.
Are still stuck in Billings due to they hit the snowstorm.
Yep. So do
I don't know if you guys can see, but all the trucks the lights round in that corner is the convoy pulling into Sioux Falls.
Yeah, you can see the flashing lights there. Do the trucks that are stuck in Billings right now, do they plan on continuing on later, or are they kind of calling it quits?
Yep, they're going to continue on as soon as they get so what happened was Montana completely shut down.
Oh, they closed the roads?
Such a big storm. So,
okay.
But once they get clearance from the State Patrol to continue on, they're going to continue on.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they see us now, so they are literally right here, guys. These first few headlights is the trucker convoy pulling into Sioux Falls. They've been driving literally all day. It takes about 8.5, 9 hours to cross South Dakota from Montana. And all those flashing lights, guys, is the convoy pulling into Sioux Falls. And they don't have to stop at the stoplight. They were told to just keep on pulling in. They've been driving for 8.5 hours. So they were ready to get here, park it, get some hot food, and sleep.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I always got a kick out of when I was watching some of the other videos. You know, they get to run the red lights because they have the police escort.
Yep. So we lost our police escort, but they were told over the CB to just keep coming. They do not have to stop at this stoplight. And this truck right here behind the bobtail truck is politically nuts. And I personally have a 4x6 flag for him.
He's the one in the pickup with the trailer? You said he's the one in the pickup truck with the trailer?
Yep, that is politically nuts.
Awesome.
He's been since the start.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but here they're starting to pull into the lot. At the next stoplight, they've been instructed where to go.
Yeah, because they don't want to be driving through the crowd of people with them big trucks.
And it's still coming, guys. They've been driving since Montana to get here tonight.
Just want to say a quick thank you to everyone that's joined with us here today. We appreciate it.
We even got some bull haulers in here, which is big in the Midwest because we're farmland. So
I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while watching all these cars come in.
but it's well worth it. It is well worth it.
Yeah, Angel, I just want to say thank you for videoing for us here. You know?
I'm happy to do so.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
The girls are already up by the fence. They're waiting. This camper here says freedom in its windows, which is awesome, and he's got flags on the back end.
I hear you, Andrew. We can't play the convoy song, though, unfortunately, because of copyright laws.
It looks like we got a Canada flag and we got the U.S. flag in distress. If a lot of people don't know, the U.S. flag in distress is the United States flag upside down.
Yep, yep.
So not a lot of people know that, especially the younger generations. They don't know that at all.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people using that, you know, inaccurately when they're trying to make a statement, you know.
Right, right. And I have too. And I just tell them, hey, you need to flip it around. Portray it the right way. This one's got God, one nation.
Yeah, it's so nice to see people running the Canadian flag as well, because, you know, essentially they're the ones who put this idea into everybody's heads and kind of lit that fire, you know. I always thought it would have been us starting it, but that's not what happened.
According to Billy.
Oh.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Brad, as of right now, we don't know exactly how long it was. It was at least 5 miles long, but in Montana, it was over 10 miles long, but half of it got stuck in Montana during a snowstorm, and they'll be continuing on later.
My little nieces are chilling by the flag, by the sign, welcoming them in. Just to wave them their flags.
Yep.
Looks like we have hit the end of it. I want to say there was probably about 400 trucks.
Didn't you bring a sign with you?
I did not.
Oh, whose sign was that you were showing me?
It was one of the trucks. This car here has a trailer full of tires,
Okay.
which is awesome. Awesome. Some of the trucks up here by the truck wash are with the convoy, and they are working and are gonna come eat some hot food. This truck here was with them. So yeah,
So-
they're just kind of mingling in.
Are they kind of separating where they park, where the vehicles park versus where the trucks park? Or are they all just kind of okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So what they did is they corned off. They got with the city of Sioux Falls and sectioned off 4 lots specifically for them to park.
Okay. But then the cars that are with the convoy, they go park somewhere else.
Actually, they were told they can park with them as well.
Okay.
That
Okay.
way they are with their group when they pull out of here at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yep. Oh, that was a question that we got to try and maybe find an answer for as well. Someone was looking on Facebook there. They were wondering where they go to line up when they leave tomorrow.
So if you're coming to Love's.
Yeah, they're
you're gonna
not
wanna
part of the
park-
convoy yet. They want to be part of it starting
Um,
tomorrow.
A lot of them are meeting up by Worthington, South Dakota, or Worthington, Minnesota, Albert Lee area. Salt
Yeah,
Corners, I know they arrived there.
Yeah,
tonight as well.
no. This individual wants to meet up where you guys are right now.
So
He
we
wanted.
are on North Cliff and I-90.
Okay.
And there's the end of the escort.
So Andrew
Had his,
Sorry, Andrew Nash asked about how many vehicles. We don't know how many yet. It's hard to keep track because so many keep coming in and keep leaving.
right. When they updated a big one of our area that follows the local news and everything, is called Storm Chasers. Last they were updated, it was up to 500 vehicles
Okay, so
in this convoy that just landed.
okay, so it's going to be at least 500, but they also picked up more at 2 other locations, but we don't know how many
Correct.
ended
they
up leaving.
picked up in Chamberlain and in Mitchell.
Yep.
You're gonna look at the ground real quick because I'm gonna get out of the bed of the truck.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Don't fall.
Oh no, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. This trailer here, he's got Welcome to the Revolution, 1776 to 2022.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
And find. I'm not sure if anybody's seen earlier. This trailer is a support trailer, and this is one of our media donation ladies. And this trailer is actually full. All
Yeah.
the way to the brim. So
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So is that driver with that truck? Are they joining the convoy, or are they offloading that trailer into?
We're gonna continue on with them. I know they were local Sioux Falls citizens. Come on, I want my flag. I need the flag. Yeah, I'm gonna walk back there. Yeah, we don't have to go very far. There
Yep.
he is. He is literally putting me into Love's gas station.
Yeah, Angel, hold on one second. I got to answer Brad here. Brad, they will not be meeting up with the Freedom Convoy from California, which was actually the Peoples Convoy in California. The Peoples Convoy will be going on to D.C., I believe, tomorrow. I think they're already in Ohio right now, and they'll be continuing to D.C. tomorrow. This group is the Midwest one. they planned it for a later time to give more people the opportunity to join in. And so they will be joining up in DC, but at a later date. It'll be, I believe, 2 days later or 3 days later. Sorry,
The
Angel.
ones you see moving are the ones that have been here all afternoon. There's a good flag for you.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, they're still lining North Cliff here in Sioux Falls. I'm gonna get a close up of his trailer.
Candy, you're welcome. And the only reason that we were able to stream tonight is because Angel gave me the opportunity to be able to do this. She drove all the way from Iowa to Sioux Falls to do this.
So I don't know if you guys can see every stop he's made. Everybody is signing his trailer. He got his trailer up and running less than 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's awesome. So who? I'm sorry, I missed that. Are those signatures on it? Those are signed by who?
It is. Follow us on Facebook, Politically Nuts.
So is
One
that?
of them says, "My freedom does not end where your fear begins," which is 100% true.
Oh yes.
My mom is currently talking to him, so I'm gonna get him on. This is Politically Nuts. He's live streamed all the way across South Dakota.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Helena. Where are you from?
I'm from Sanborn, Iowa.
Well, there you go.
So he's from Helena, Montana. I'm from Sanborn, Iowa. He has literally drove all across South Dakota
That's awesome.
live streaming.
That's awesome. I like the trailer. I like all the writing on the trailer.
In the trailer.
I would love to.
I have been waiting days.
Well, we're good for that.
Sounds good. You're welcome. Not a problem.
Yeah, guys, you're right. Sorry, they're not meeting in DC. They want to meet on the roadways around DC and kind of surround DC.
They're gonna stay in the Republic. They are not gonna go into the district.
Yep, yep.
Um,
You guys are
Well,
right. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that wrong.
no, you're fine. This one is a U.S. Air Force veteran. Follow me to DC, prehistoric patriot on Insta, Rumble, TikTok, Telegram, and YouTube. What? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
And this is his truck. Looks like he joined in Idaho. Welcome to the revolution. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. So, yeah, they are
So
all
what
anxious
was
to get here.
the guy with the trailer with the stars? What was his channel called again, or his Facebook?
Politically Nuts.
Politically Nuts, Candy. It was called Politically Nuts on Facebook. We don't know if he's on YouTube or not. And Brad, yes, on the Beltway. They want to basically shut it down, and but they want to leave one lane open for emergency vehicles to get through.
So I'm gonna hop in with my mom. We're gonna go see all the drivers. Sorry if you're looking at the.
Yep.
Go, Mom. I'm gonna ride with the door open. Go.
And later, come back to
So we're actually gonna go to where all the trucks are parked for the night.
Yep.
Fun mom from South Dakota kind of got to move her Jeep though. Oh, she's on her phone. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, there's a bar right next to the gas station." Yep. So this is the Red Eye Bar and Casino, and there is more traffic at the gas station than there is at the bar.
Yep, yep. But it's so nice to see all the support from all the people.
It is.
You know, and watching some of, you know, like I said, I've been following Trucker G a lot on his videos, and every overpass that they go under is just lined with people.
Yep.
And it's pretty cool, like when they do the tow trucks, you know, with the big flags hanging off them.
Yeah. I know one of the people told trucker they went under overpass and the flag was flipped backwards. The stars were not aligned to the left.
Yep.
Normally would. And that's also the sign of distress.
Yep.
Oh, you might want to turn that corner there, Ma.
Hey, just so you know, I'm going to leave you alone for just a second. I'll be right back.
All right. At the moment.
All right, I'm back, just so you know.
All right.
A little too much coffee here, you know.
I'm about to indulge in an energy drink, honestly. Yeah, Mom, we're too far. We're by 29 now.
Matthew, you're welcome. And Brad, I don't quite understand what you're saying. Are you asking if there's another person that's streaming in this specific one?
Sorry, I can't see any of the comments, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
It was easier to do it this way than it was to connect on YouTube.
Well, you know, and then if you set up a new channel, right, then it takes
Right.
a while for people to start finding.
Yep. And we have been giving out your YouTube channel. I know I have my mom subscribed to it now, my uncle as well, and then
Yeah.
I'll send it to my youngest brother tomorrow as well.
Well, I appreciate it. So Andrew wants to know basically what leg this is. So Andrew, this is the leg that's going on I-90. This is not the one that you and I are going to tomorrow. That one is the I-94 leg. So this one is going to meet with the group that we're going to see tomorrow.
Yes. They are leaving Sioux Falls about 10 a.m.
And then Brad, yes, there is. You got to go on Facebook, I believe. I don't think he's on YouTube. but he's called Politically Incorrect. Follow him on Facebook.
Politically nuts.
Politically Nuts. Sorry, Politically Nuts. He's on Facebook. He just got done streaming. Well, I think he might still be streaming.
I believe so.
It
He's
seems
been
like-
streaming for that's about 6 hours now.
Yeah, for about 6 hours now he's been streaming, she said.
Yeah, they're all in this back half here, huh?
Andrew, they're all coming. Andrew's asking where they're coming from. This group is coming all the way from Washington and Montana, Nebraska, right? They went through Nebraska, I believe. And then
That's the I-80 group.
Oh.
They're hitting Sioux City, Omaha on Saturday. Des Moines.
okay. It's just kind of sad though that half of them got stuck in Billings.
Yeah, right here, Mom. This is all them. Could be.
You know that as long as the end goal is achieved, and that they all meet up around DC.
Yep.
Brad says he's also following Church of Bubbles up in Canada. I'll have to check that out. Is that on YouTube, Brad, or is that Facebook or what?
Right over there.
Andrew, the ones that we're going to tomorrow, the convoy that we're going to tomorrow started in North Dakota and will be coming through Minnesota and then meeting up with this group in Wisconsin.
Yes. And they plan to hit Oakdale tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're gonna meet in Oakdale and go on to Portage, or is it meet in Portage and go on to Oakdale?
Meet in Portage and go on to Oakdale.
Okay, meet him. All right.
Yeah, because all these guys over there, Mom, weren't there earlier.
So
On the other-
Candy Lake is saying that Facebook took the Canada streams down, so streams
Yes.
from Canada. Okay, I didn't know that. I know that they made, the Emergencies Act made it so that they were illegal to promote the protests, but I didn't know that they actually took the streams down. Thank you.
I know. I went live on the Midwest Freedom Convoy page earlier, and I was booted off not even 2 minutes into my live.
Okay.
Facebook wanted nothing to do with that one.
Yeah.
We're just currently trying to
Brad
find
Brad said
our
he was on both convoys, but he's up in Ottawa. So I think maybe if he's a Canadian citizen, then those laws still apply to him. And so I think maybe they might be restricting them from posting in Canada about the trucker convoys down here as well.
Correct.
Censorship has gone rampant these days.
That is an understatement.
Yeah. Oh, Brad said that he's streaming still, so we're good.
Okay. Whereabouts is he parked? 'Cause we're not finding any of them.
If you could show out the window a little bit on some of the trucks as you're driving around them, that'd be pretty cool.
So some of these guys, so that one's from Joplin, Missouri. Some of these have not been parked very long.
Yep.
This is literally just driving around the gas station, guys. 'Cause we're just
This
trying to
is
find
what's
the
popular on YouTube right now, driving around a gas station.
Yeah.
Welcome
So
to
that's
driving around a gas station.
the best way to learn. So we come across politically nuts again.
Brad, I will look him up. Brad says that Jim Kerr is Church of Bubbles. Look him up. So I imagine you're saying look him up on Facebook, or are you saying on YouTube, or both?
It looks like he's parking here, Mom. So if you want to see some cuteness, I don't know if you can see him because he's kind of buried. But
Trying to stay
my
warm.
nephew decided to come for the ride and has slept the entire time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's you gotta think though. It's a little late for that little guy too, you know.
Yeah, yeah. he
But
is
I'm
bad.
sure he'll be the first one up tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I'm here, so you might as well take care.
So we're gonna sign his trailer.
Awesome.
There you go. Pick it up. Pick up.
Okay, so Candy said that we were supposed to look him up on YouTube under Jim Kerr. So
Okay.
that's Jim, and then his last name is Kerr. And they know for sure he's on YouTube, but they think that he might be on both.
So he does have donation jars. That he's got if you're in the Sioux Falls area and want to donate. It goes right to the convoy.
That's awesome. So how are they doing that? Are they just random, just dispersing it equally to the drivers, or are they just kind of, paying for the fuel all at once by that?
Right. And I know a lot of trucks stops. They've been told to fuel and go.
Okay. Okay.
Which is awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing that, for such a small thing that the standard media doesn't want to cover, it's completely financed by just random individuals who support them,
Right.
It's so nice to see everyone coming together.
All right. So Mom, here, hold this right here.
You got to wipe the bugs off.
Well, while she's doing that,
Yeah, take him around the trailer, Mom.
there's Mom's. There's very little spaces to write. It's pretty full.
Here's a good chunk right here, guys.
There you go. Hopefully that thing is just covered in signatures by the end of this. Your healing. So they said what was it about the convoys videos issues in Canada? Okay, so the Emergencies Act made pretty much anything discussing or promoting the protest, since the Emergencies Act made the protest so that it was an illegal protest, even though it wasn't. It made anything talking about it illegal as well. So you'll notice like a lot of the channels that were of Canadians, all their content was deleted. And yes, the pastor is still in jail, as well as two other organizers, I believe.
Yes. We want Trump back. They
Uh,
got the truth.
Matthew, I haven't used either one of those, so I don't know of any of those channels to follow. So Matthew's asking, maybe you know. Matthew's asking if you know of any Brighteon, or BitChute channels to follow that are kind of covering this as well.
A good one to follow would be Trucker G.
He's on BitChute as well.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. She said, well, obviously Matthew, you can hear her. She just can't see your comments, but.
Yeah. I want to say, just looking at his trailer, this by far is my favorite one.
Freedom.
My freedom does not end
Where your fear begins. Yes, that is a great statement. So Andrew's OCD is kicking in, and he's asking you to fix his flag for him.
So this one will be replaced tomorrow. I donated him a 4x6 flag. His is literally tethered up to the pole.
Yeah, the wind will do that in a hurry.
Yep. So he's got the Canadian flag, which is pretty tatered. So
Yep.
if anybody wants to donate a Canadian flag.
Canadian flag? Okay. So if you guys hear that and you're going to be in Wisconsin tomorrow or any of the stops on the way, and you have a Canadian flag, obviously it's looking like you could use a new one.
His "Don't Tread on Me" is looking pretty good yet. It's dirty, but I'm sure he would not be opposed to having a new one, with as dirty as it is.
Yep. It's getting its wear in today.
That it is. He's got some for his truck itself.
Yeah, I want a hat for Matt.
He's got stuff for sale. Oh, Mom, I want that hat.
I want a hat for Matt.
I love you guys. Yeah, he's got merch.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Here's a good one. Fair winds and following seas.
I don't get it.
It's a Navy saying. It's fair winds and following seas.
No, the T-shirt says
Oh.
shot happens.
Shit happens. Forrest Gump.
Well, and a shot.
Yeah, shot happens. I'm gonna sneak in here and show some of his merch. He's got hats for sale.
Flags, shirts, socialism sucks. Oh yeah.
He's got "Socialism Sucks" as a shirt.
that's a perfect fitting shirt right there. Socialism sucks.
Yeah.
So Shirley, if you could get your name on that trailer, what would you want it to say? Shirley says she wishes she could get her name on that. And she said, thanks to all the participants.
And I will get your name on that. How's that sound? Give me just a minute. My mom's going to take a picture with him. Hey, let's try that again, Mom. Better. All right, let me find a... That would be great. Hold this. You hold the live? Yeah, it's live. Oh, yeah, so hold on. Yeah, we'll take it. You guys know. Good man. How do I get to the picture? Sorry. Apple person. Technology. Perfect. You wanna do it? Okay. Chill. You're all three in there. There.
So Angel, I got a mission for you.
Lee and I will get your name on his trailer.
Yeah, so Shirley would like nothing less than freedom.
Nothing less than freedom. All right.
Yes.
Shirley, we're gonna go up here by the good old bumper.
And it's SHIRLEY. And nothing less than freedom. Is it AIM or AIM? Yes, I will let her know about that as well.
Shirley, where are you from?
Shirley, where are you from? Let me type it in here so it goes a little quicker here. Shirley says, oh my God, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, I'm waiting for her to respond on where she's from. North Carolina. There you go,
There
Shirley.
you go, Shirley.
So AIM says that there is a person named, I believe it was Dan. Yeah, guy named Dan. He's got a F-350 with a flatbed trailer. Apparently, he's got a 15-foot flagpole on the trailer that he raises it when he's parked. So that's something for you to
That's
look for.
awesome. Oh, almost in pasture, hon. Marvin, hold up that flag. Top one. So this is one of the flags that he flies on his truck when he's parked. It is the Second Amendment.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got it. And Politically Nuts is a U.S. Air Force veteran. Served in a couple different.
Well, if you get a
bases.
chance to
One
let
of
him
them,
know.
He said it was in. What's that?
Oh, if you get a chance, let him know. You know, tell him thank you for his service.
Yes, I sure will. What? Oh, he's got it for sale? So he actually has the Second Amendment flag for sale.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Is he making them or having them made, or is that something that he
I
found
believe
somewhere?
he had them made.
We'll find out.
We'll find out though.
Yeah.
What kind of shirt is that?
Shot happened. He's got the Trump 2024 Save America is that one. My mom actually just bought this one for my brother. He will wear it probably.
I know he will.
Always got pins that say "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
I did that. Oh my god.
Then I don't have to pay FT and shipping.
Right? Because you already get it. So
People that are just coming in, I noticed we had a significant jump in people here. Just want to let you know we're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and this is the Peoples Convoy from Washington. They're taking the I-90 route, and they will be heading to Wisconsin tomorrow. And they just rolled in just a few minutes ago.
All right. Oh my goodness, look at all this cool merch.
he's got lots and lots of merch. Another whole tote full.
Thank you, Shirley. Appreciate the sub.
What's that?
Shirley just was letting us know that she subscribed to the channel. I was just telling her thank you.
What?
Pick it for your brother, for your sister, pick for your family.
So, do you know if he's selling that Second Amendment flag, like online or something?
He has a merch store. This gentleman here is purchasing for us to purchase for ourselves. His name is Jess. He's purchasing for everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. We're all one family.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you.
We need to fix the really public country.
I want this one. I know.
Candy, I agree. Candy is saying that she's been calling their state representatives, and letting them know that they support the convoy and investigation into Fauci, and we have to flood their offices with calls. I completely agree with that.
Mom, there's a pink one. Isn't that over there?
Oh, that was Montana.
Thank you for the sub.
What's this one, Mom?
Yeah, so a couple people are asking if they can buy that flag online somehow and have it shipped to them.
Okay, I got people asking, where can they buy this flag?
The Second Amendment one.
Second Amendment, and
Oh,
have it
well,
shipped to them.
Oh, we can, if they just message me, I'll send one out to them.
He said if you message him on Facebook, but if you're here locally, he will be here all day till 10 a.m. at least
Okay.
tomorrow. But if you message him on Facebook, he will get one sent out to you.
Okay.
All right, guys.
So Andrew, if you message him on his Facebook page, it's Politically Nuts.
I want
He can get it shipped out to you.
You know what? We are standing here today because we have the Second Amendment.
correct.
Without the second, we won't have the first.
We wouldn't have it.
The only reason that they're not trashing us right now,
Correct.
like the Australians, because we have
We
our
haven't given
weapons.
up our guns.
Yep.
Right. So make sure we keep our rifles. AR-15.
All right. I want that one. It's the black one. And my hat.
Okay.
And I don't wear hats. I don't. I look too much like my little brother to wear a hat. Oh, that one's cool. So this one actually is the American flag with the "Don't Tread on Me."
So these, if you want one of these, you have.
Come and take it, Matt. I want some of those Biden stickers. He's got Biden stickers.
Are
that
they-
say,
are they-
"I did this."
Are they the I did this ones where he's pointing?
They are the "I did this" stickers.
Yeah, those are so funny.
and they might just magically appear in Northwest Iowa. Yeah, I want a couple of them.
Yeah, Family Farms asked if this is the convoy that left Spokane yesterday. Yes, this is.
Yes. Looks like they picked up in Idaho. There was a couple of trailers from Idaho. Politically Nuts is from Helena, Montana. 8, 9. I don't know. I got here. 1.
All right, Angel, I'm gonna talk to everyone for just a second here, just so you know. Yeah, so like Candy said, one of the best things that you can do if you can't join this convoy and you can't be part of it physically, okay, for whatever reason, you just can't take time off work or anything, whatever. The best thing that you can do is to call your representatives, okay? Call and leave messages because they're not going to answer right now because it's not election time, okay? But just call, fill their voicemails, and let them know you support the truckers, you support the cause, and like they said, you can add things like investigation of Fauci, right? That's something that probably needs to be done, and I don't know, personally, I would add in there, stop censoring the people. Stop allowing, platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and such to censor people. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, and if it's a platform, you technically should still, by law, have freedom of speech, but that's not how it's being, that's not how it's being enforced. Anyway. Matthew says, God, guns, and guts made America great. Let's keep all three. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And like they were talking about earlier, I don't know if you could hear it very clear, but, you wouldn't have the First Amendment if you didn't have the Second. The Second Amendment protects your First Amendment right to freedom of speech.
And that is the only reason our country is still free is we haven't given up our Second Amendment right,
Yep.
and we won't. We go down to fighting for that one.
Yep. Andrew said that his company has already written letters to our reps about the mandates. That's phenomenal.
Iowa, I know she put a stop to it a little over a year ago. Our schools have not had to have the mask, except like Des Moines and Iowa City.
Yep. So in Minnesota here, Minneapolis and St. Paul put mask mandates and vaccine mandates. To even go to a restaurant, you had to prove that you had a vaccine and wear a mask. You know, which yeah, and they didn't even consider dropping that until, you know, probably 2 weeks into the convoy and the occupation that happened up in Canada. And so, you know, people say that the Canadian, you know, rallies were a failure. No, I mean, they created a snowball effect. You know, this is going on around the world. It's amazing to see people stand up and want their rights back.
So we got to get one more flag.
Andrew, I know where you work, and I completely agree that your company stands for freedom. Not going to mention where you work, but I completely agree. Your company stands for freedom. It would be nice if other corporations would stand up to this. You know, what you're seeing a lot of is a lot of companies are now that people are protesting are saying, okay, let's get rid of masks. Let's make our people happy so we don't lose them. And it's sad that it's taken this long for the people to be heard.
Tell that gentleman right there.
Did you bring up the net?
He's even got freeze-dried Skittles.
To make sure everything got accounted for.
Freeze-dried Skittles, huh?
Yes.
They have FGB on the t-shirts, and there's red t-shirts and black t-shirts.
And Andrew says that I can mention where he works. He says he believes they wouldn't mind. Andrew, just for sake of your employment, I'm not going to mention it just because we don't have their permission to.
All right, dear.
One of those?
Almond sugar.
No, tell that gentleman right there. Thank you.
I got 6 stickers and a freeze-dried Skittle.
All right, so 6 stickers.
Shirley says that she's been following the People's Convoy, and her neighbors and her did not know that there were other real convoys until a couple of days ago, until a couple truckers stopped at a nearby gas station and told them. She says it's just wonderful. I agree. A lot of people don't know this. So I was out and about in my area today, and so few people knew of the convoys coming through that, I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just because it's the media is really not covering it hardly at all. So
Right.
It's being relied on small channels like us to get this word out, you know.
Yes, and
Aim wants to know if you can go look for that 15-foot flagpole.
I will. We're bringing my uncle to the other side of the gas station where he is parked, and we will look for it. Mom, a flatbed trailer, and when he parks, he's got a 15-foot flagpole with the flag raised.
Yeah, it's a pickup truck. It's a Ford F-350, he said, or he or she. I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't want to offend you, but.
So this one, he is from Washington. He has made this entire trip.
Yep.
Oop, as you see me. Sorry, guys.
Not a problem.
I forgot I flipped my camera around.
Who are you talking to now?
I'm still on live.
Yep, same people. Well, possibly new people as well.
Yeah, we got a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Like Carl,
Yeah.
give it back to you.
Yeah. Take it easy.
There by the
Yeah, I agree. Word of mouth is kind of how we have to spread this, because obviously we can't rely on media. And we also can't rely on what the media says as being truthful. You know?
Right.
If you even look at what's happening in Ukraine, there's so much stuff that they're reporting on that's false. You know, like the Russian tank that ran over the car. It wasn't really a Russian tank. It was a Ukrainian tank, and it was an accident, you know, because they were being shot at. So there's just so much, you know, misinformation, fake news, whatever you want to call it out there. It's hard to determine what's real. So Ames says you're looking for a dark blue F-350.
F-350.
Yep, with a flatbed trailer and a huge flagpole. Shirley says she finds it interesting that Fox News covered the Canadian convoy, which was great, but why not here? Well, I believe it's political pressure.
That and Fox News was bought out by Disney, which is part of Deep State. So they are 100% censored now. The only person that is not censored and won't be censored is Mr. Hannity and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I agree.
Hannity
But you know, and the thing is like they don't get much actual airtime, you know.
Right.
So like a lot of their stuff you find on YouTube, and then it's kind of, you know, put down at the bottom.
Right.
Andrew, I completely agree. He says don't know who to trust anymore for information. And that's just it. You know, as Americans, we need to make sure that we're using critical thinking and looking at the facts and you know, and who's telling us. I mean, if it comes from CNN, it's probably got a twist to it that makes it, you know, go towards their agenda. And same with Fox and everything.
So I'm gonna walk up to this truck. It looks like he is from Oklahoma, but he is part of the Freedom Convoy. His truck is literally covered in flags. It's loud because they're all idling.
That looks so cool.
Oh, here's the truck. He does not have his flag up at the moment.
Yeah, Andrew says that he loves Hannity, even when he was a kid. Same with his dad. And I used to like Hannity, but you know, some things that he gets so riled up about, I feel are a little bit of an exaggeration. And he is a professional at twisting words, just like everyone else who's in the public eye, into making you, you know, feel a certain way towards something.
Right.
I think his general points are great, but I think his approach to it is lacking discretion. You know, he doesn't allow people. He's not out to just give you information to make your own decision. He's giving you specific information to make sure you agree with his idea.
Agenda. And I know, like, my mom and I have followed Hannity for a while.
Bongino better.
But yeah, Dan Bongino is way better. He is more. He will he won't sugarcoat it. I need to get it out of my way so I put the seatbelt up.
So
yeah,
Abby says that Tucker's not saying what he thinks about you, or what he thinks with Ukraine. I think the higher ups at Fox are trying to suppress Tucker, and I would have to say I kind of agree with that. You know, he might be a high profile person, but he does have a boss that he has to try and please to keep his job.
And yeah, with being owned by Disney,
And Disney
Disney is very
Disney
deep in the deep state.
Disney is pure evil.
Mom, you're on YouTube. You can't talk like that. They're deep in deep state.
So, Candy's saying that the live streams have gotten millions of views. Mainstream media has to be mad about that. And I would agree to some extent. The problem is the people that are going out searching for information aren't their customers to begin with. So people who, like you guys, who come to YouTube to find some information, are not the customers of Fox or NBC or ABC or, you know, you guys aren't their customers. So they don't really care so much that you're not watching them.
Follow on YouTube.
Mom's got a few good names for you to follow on YouTube.
Who's that?
X22 Report. You got Truthcast. What's the other one?
She's drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm tired.
That's all right. When you think about it, you can let us know.
Yeah, we'll
Andrew is saying Joe Rogan's where it's at now. And I have to agree somewhat. You know, Joe Rogan's got some great stuff on there, but then he's also got some stupid stuff. But I mean, that's his prerogative. I can't even say it. Yes, to be able to have what he wants on there. And I'm completely cool with that. It's just personally, I'm not a fan of him. But
I do not like Joe Rogan.
yeah, I feel like personally he's got he's too much of a follower and he doesn't do enough thinking for himself.
Right.
You know, so like everybody he has on there, he's just yes to, and questions very little. But I still think that he has every right to be where he's at. You know, he's earned that, and I don't think he should be kicked off Spotify.
No.
But we are gonna go home. It is 1:15 here in Sioux Falls.
We got
And
Okay.
we have a 2-hour drive.
Did you see that truck there with the flatbed or not?
I did, but he did not have his flag up yet.
Okay. So you guys are calling her quits for the night?
We are calling her quits for the night.
All
We will
right.
be- Mom and my nephew will be on the Worthington, Minnesota overpass tomorrow morning. When they roll through Worthington.
So if you guys are in the area and want to join, you're more than welcome to. And as well, I will be at the Maple Grove Parkway in Maple Grove, Minnesota, to cheer on those truckers that come down 94 as well. All right, well, guys, looks like we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you, Angel. I really appreciate it. It was great being able to see all the truckers and all the people out there, and be able to share that with everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you guys have a great